My journey in the beer making started back when I was in high school, where I was exposed to the study of microbiology and biotechnology when I attended an open day at one of the universities. They had on display can of beer, yogurt, and cheese. And for me, because I actually enjoyed the sciences, biology, and wanted to do something within that field. So when I was introduced to the study, I found it very interesting, which is something I later went and completed a degree in microbiology at University of Brewster, and I did my honors at University of Pretoria. Got a bursary with SAB, and I joined them through their graduate recruitment program. I did an 18 months brewing traineeship, and also did my diploma in brewing. I worked for the company for about 9 years, completed my master brewer qualification, and before then I left to start my own brewery. So the company is called Brewster's Craft, and we are based in Roodepoort, Johannesburg. We offer contract manufacturing, we do training, and we recently launched our own brand called Dologazi Beer. At the moment, we contract manufacture for about 10 different brands. Our capacity is about 25,000 liters a month of the different brands. We do beers and ciders, and also recently also started making some non-alcoholic products, obviously with the alcohol ban and everything that's happening at the moment. So the lockdown has really affected us. I think everybody else within the liquor industry has felt the continuous ban on the alcohol. With us, the initial ban, which was in March last year, I think like everyone in the country, we were rallying behind the government and said, you know what, we need to obviously protect the lives and stop the spread of COVID-19. And when we were then, as the liquor industry extended the ban, it was initially very difficult. And I think after the first one, then we had the second one, things were not getting any better. We ourselves managed to talk to like our landlord. We got some payment reliefs. We talked with our funding because we funded through the IGC, and trying to see how we could through the ban survive. We launched a non-alcoholic product. And we at some point started doing sanitizers. So we tried a lot of things to try keep afloat, and with the employees, currently we have 8 employees, 4 permanent and 4 in a learnership, trying to apply for the UIF funding, the grants. But I think through all that, we somehow survived the first 2, and now the current one we're on now is, I think for me, the hardest one, because we've been negotiating a lot of payment terms that now we're supposed to start paying back the loans. I mean, it was almost a full year of part trade and part not trade, and we're supposed to really start recover, and December was meant to be one of those months where one was supposed to make a lot of sales. So being on the current ban, it being extended again is taking a toll in the business, to a point that I'm not even sure how. I know there's talks that he might extend again, which will definitely be, we currently just somehow day on day trying to keep afloat, and any more ban would really affect us badly. The alcohol ban, we've gone through different emotions. It's been a roller coaster of emotions where you don't know what's going to happen, what you're going to do next, having to balance the fact that you have people that you need to be paying, but at the same time I also have my own expenses I need to be covering, not knowing where the money is going to come from, obviously having kids who also have to go to school, and so it has really not just affected the business side, but also because I've put my everything into this business. It's a business started from scratch. We've been running for 5-6 years now. So having taken loans out, having had to sign security and surety on everything else that I own, and seeing the potential of losing it all and being stuck with some of these loans, how that will impact my kids going forward, how that will impact my life going forward, and not just me but also the employees. Where will they do, where will they work, because it's not like there's jobs everywhere waiting for people to come in and knock at the door. So it is a very stressful time, and we're trying to keep and remain positive, hoping that, because for me this is like kind of my life. I've put a lot of years in this, and I always try to see the positive that you've gained, that at least get through the next few months, and then you get an extension. You're like, okay, fine, what do I do? The moment we started selling, we're doing pre-orders where people can actually pre-order our beers online, and then we can deliver once the ban has been lifted. So that helps us with a bit of cash flow. So there's a lot of people that believe in what we're trying to do here, who believe in the business and what we're trying to build, who want to obviously see us still surviving the ban, who are helping us to get a bit of a cash flow going, doing training, focusing more on our training side of the business, just to get something in, and and just also help the guys to also have food on their tables, because this is obviously affecting also their families, where they also have people dependent on them. So I actually was not a beer drinker before getting into the industry, but I have been exposed to the product, gotten to enjoy it and appreciate its taste. So I wouldn't call myself a hardcore beer drinker. I call myself more of an appreciator. I'm like a chef who makes the food for and then just goes to appreciate the different flavors of the creation. So I enjoy obviously trying out different beers, trying out different flavors, playing around with what one could make. What makes a good beer, actually there's a saying that when I was doing my training, one of the brewmasters used to say that there is no such thing as a bad beer, just that some beers are better than others. So for me that means that, for every beer that you come across, the brewer has taken their time and passion and everything in creating it. I don't think there's any brewer that goes out of their way to make a bad beer, but obviously then what makes it good for me would be that it's a clean beer with no flavors, so that it's true to whatever the brewer was trying to make. So if you're making a stout, is it really a stout? Does it taste like what a stout should taste? I do not really have a favorite beer, if that was going to be your next question. I tend to enjoy different, obviously depends on what is happening, and then what I also do is when I go to different breweries, I would normally have like one I like better than the others. Not to mean that the others are bad, but there's always one that would typically stand out.